Hello, hello, welcome everybody. Good to see all lurkers, at least. Thank you so much for joining today. We're going to jump back into Space Engineer so far. And Planetfall, where we left off at the spaceport. And hopefully we can do some building today. Maybe hopefully finish it. Let me see if I can adjust the volume a little bit. There we go. So we're going to jump back into the game. We're going to try to finish the spaceport and hopefully we can move on from that. I have been sitting off AFK for now and then when I had like an hour free, just to get the drill go a little bit forward. So maybe we can start getting some ice as well, because ice is going to be something we're going to be needing very soon when we want to leave the planet after all our constructions. I mean, after very soon is a big assumption, but let me jump in the game and let's get this party going. Welcome Akine, good to see you. That weird scenario again. I was like thinking of putting the, you know, the thumbnail I'm using. I was about to say tired of this, just, you know, joking with the tired, but might have sounded a little bit too negative. Alright, so I got my inventory, we got our bottles, we got everything here, yes, alright. The drill is connected again. Not the drill, the rover is connected, so it should be filling up. And we are now at... Let me see how far we are with our drill. We are now at 6 kilometers, so that means we got 1.4 to go before we hit the ice. The drill is a little deep though, so we might have to do a little bit of drilling downwards and then welding up a whole pipe to be able to connect to the base of Bob. We can fly there now. I'll just show you what we have so far. The drill is right there. So I think the drill is like 340 meters under the ground. But this drill has had a long journey already. I mean, you look at this. This is like a really long tunnel that has been drilled. I think something like this, 300. As soon as it keeps going down, there we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, and we go up again. All right. So we are 1.2 kilometers away from the base from Bob, but we're 1.6 kilometers away from the ice lake. So that's another 1.6 kilometers, and we are 350 meters under the ground. So that's going to be a long, deep drill. Although the terrain goes a little bit down, but that's not going to be that much. What is this? This is by maybe 50 meters. That height. We'll see. Drill down, build a conveyor system up, connect it to the base, and then we can start transporting things back and forth. We might also just... yeah, leave the drill going. Maybe we hit some ice while the drill is going underneath, but we also will drill from the top. Because we need to start making ice, get hydrogen, and being able to refuel our ship and stuff before we then later on leave. And also, once we... you know what? There might be a time where we could do the same at the spaceport. That might not be a bad idea, because the spaceport would be automatically be the recharge point. Honestly, I think it would have been a good thing that Bob had built there somewhere. What was it again? There was another spot now, which was the security. I think security is actually somewhere in that direction. Would have been great to drill in that direction. But I guess we're gonna go back to our spaceport and do some more welding. Yeah. I think we needed some gold and silver as well now. I already forgot why, but I'm sure we wanted to drill some. So let's disconnect and retract. Is there a reason why? Something seems to be blocking my wheels again. You see this? We didn't have this issue before. Why is this suddenly happening now? See? Sometimes this game has such a weird... Last time we did this, we had no issues with the wheels. Now suddenly all the wheels block. How much friction is on the wheels? We raised it a little bit. I mean, a little bit. Let's see, wheel. Friction is currently at 65, I think. Let me see. Is this all of them 65? Yeah. No, look, it's the back wheels that actually completely block. You see, they no longer give the... if I would lower the suspension, would that help? No, if I would raise the suspension. No. I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm gonna try something. What I could do, I could raise the middle wheels a tad. Just that only the two outer wheels have the friction, and the middle wheels are more of a supportive when I'm having a lot of weight. You know, they kind of help to support the wheels. But let's see first now. Got some lag. Control panel, wheels. If I don't just do mids. There we go. And let's reduce the suspension. No, minus 0.55. Hey, All Explorer, welcome. Yeah, there's something weird going on. This is... We didn't have that issue before. I had no issue turning, nothing. It could be. I cannot remember why. Did we not drive back and forth already with this without having that issue? But you definitely see, look, once I'm turning my wheel to the maximum, it brakes. Holy shit, this is terrible weather. I mean, we're driving with 1 million kilograms, so... I think we have to go that way, I don't know, but I think it's that way. I don't see a effing thing. I'm gonna have to wait until the storm is over. You know what? I don't care about it anymore. I'm telling you, this dust storm is too intense. This dust storm is simply too intense. Yeah, something is definitely not right in, like, weight-wise. I mean, we didn't have that problem before, no? Did I change anything? I'm already at 85 power. It's gonna be over the top now. Hey Jason, welcome. Yeah, this is definitely not right. We'll see if we drive back if it has any more issues, but it feels like it might be a weight related issue. I just don't know what's changed compared with last time. I didn't install anything that would like change the weight as well. I'm not entirely sure. I think you are dragging something. I had the same stuff happened to me, dragged when steering. Did I break a suspension maybe? The only thing I can think of is the blocks in the back, but this has been dead since the beginning, no? These blocks here? Did the wheel collision change or something? We do seem to have the issue when I'm climbing, not when I'm going down. Somehow. Well, once we get there, we'll see the difference. The suspension is at the center of travel. There is no way to raise it. That means it... If there's no way to raise it... No, I can raise it still. I mean, I can go... higher, like 71. But you see, it still breaks. You see this wheel braking? It's like it's colliding with something, but... I mean, I can take this away, but it doesn't make any sense. Like, this was there before. Why are you suddenly complaining about that? It's that block. It's that stupid block in the corner. Suddenly this block is in the way. I don't know. Now it's no longer braking, see? Right. So we welded everything up. We're gonna have to do some detailing left and right, but that's okay. Hey Levi, welcome. The next thing we want to do now is we want to lift this higher so we can start working on a other position. For that, I think we're gonna work with a piston, allowing us to lift this. So I'm gonna have to lift you a little bit higher first. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to do this with a Mac plate for the moment. So. Oh, effing hell. Every time you do this, every time I take screenshots, I turn it on. I was like, this core is way too simple. Normally I have to weld this all, though. No? Can I not withdraw anything anymore? Cannot withdraw construction computers. What do you mean cannot withdraw construction computers? How are you still making steel plates? Ah, because we were out. That's why. Forgot about that. We left here, but we were out. Alright, there should be enough. I don't really need to make these, but let's give them a little bit of steel plates. It's gonna be like 4 meters 20 or something. Alright, so now I should be able to toggle block off, switch lock, and I should be able to lift you up. No? Do I need to give you more power to lift it up? Might be too heavy. Alright, let me give you a little bit more. Yeah, there's no power on this, is there? All right. This is set to, what was it again? 4.2 meters. The telekinetic welder. Maximum distance 4.2. You don't like that, do you? All that weight. Give me some inertia tension. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. So normally these welders will weld up, if I'm correct, 3 blocks. They might even weld more. No, 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. So that means if I want to weld the rest up, we need to be... we want to be here with our welder, I think. Like this position. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 on the 4th slot. So 1, 2, 3. The piston, the welder should be on this one here. Alright, so let's see if I can get this high. We're already at 6 meters. Rax, welcome by the way. Todd, good to see you. This could definitely go a little bit higher. So what I'm gonna do, let's go back down to minimum distance 4.2. Um, doesn't have to go that high then. Okay. Or was this the right height? No, this is okay. This seems to be an okay height. So if I now can fill the gaps, so I'm gonna take away the connector. And we're gonna build a conveyor. You know what? We might actually work with the pipes. Just looks better. This is not gonna work though. I don't think I can put a connector in between this. Ooh, nice. All right. I don't think I need my projector anymore for the moment. So we can turn you off. We need to do the same here. You sneaky one. And we can throw this all away because we don't need to go this far anymore. We can turn you away as well. We don't need you anymore. There we go. Now, we can just quickly merge you because I want to test if this actually is going to grip on. It won't, but that's okay. If I press the button, are you going to reverse? I think you are. The problem is that you're going to reverse very slowly. No? Right, so I'm going to speed you up. The speed of this is 0.05. I'm going to put you on like this because we just want to return to the origin point.
Energy low.
Meh, 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 meh. I'm going to turn you off for a second so I can switch lock here. Then I can switch lock here. Now I want to turn you on. I just want to see if I can... Yeah, that's what I needed. There we go. Now we are nice and level. Now we can switch lock off. Toggle block off. And we can reverse you. And we're just going to crawl back to that building right there so we can do the building up there. Wait.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Smack!
Low.
Yeah, I am aware. I think fuel low could definitely show at 50, to be honest. The Royal Medical Services, I'm good, It's just a flesh wound. It's just a flesh wound. Hey, Doom Robot, welcome. Waves happily with his leg. We got a few more, then I'm gonna have to start building these connectors again that I grinded away foolishly. Ba 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 da ba 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 da. I think it's time to do a merge block because they are starting to shift a bit.
Your health is low.
I am aware of that. That didn't change any difference with last time, did it? No? Just to remind you, your health is low. Are you sure you want to be floating that high above the ground? Hmm? Are you sure this is what you want to do? Do you have face planting insurance? No. Mark, by the way, welcome. I'm gonna start putting some of these connectors here. Now I'm gonna pull a few out of the hats and bring them over to here. And we're gonna have to change that one so we can do the same here later. Axe of Clang, which is a god in his own sense, no? Matt Spinder, welcome. What we're doing here, I'm moving my printer back so I can finish the top part of this build. Alright, so this should allow me to... I have a feeling Clang and Loki are related. We're printing these spaceports. So we finished the complete floor, I mean part of the complete floor, and now we're gonna work on that side there. I think I could put a tower block here that does this for me. The switch lock thing. And after a while, we're gonna be completely automated again. So... Eh? What? Eh? Eh? What? One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you're blocked. Give me a second. This looks far safer than me using a flyer and a mag plate and lifting the structure and relying on merge blocks to align it bang on.
Health low.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Why? What? We're gonna have a few rough ones, but that's okay. We'll manage. I might have to just save. Should we start thinking about the merge blocks from here on? Maybe we should. What are you building? I'm building the spaceport gameplay. I mean, the spaceport of this scenario, which is the biggest one on the planet. I think this is the biggest project of the planet build. I think the spaceport or the space station is going to be bigger, but that's for later. Almost there. Soon we can start welding again. There is no blocks in the way, no? No. Let me just merge. Just to test the switch lock. Wait, what? No? Alright, we're back. So this should retract in the right position. Welders are on, yes. You're lining up. You should be done here. So now, from now on, we should start welding. Okay, good. So. Switch lock. Switch lock. I think the auto miner is a big thing now. What do you mean the auto miner?
Health low.
I am aware. Alright, so we're gonna have to go further. The problem is that my conveyor system here is not in the right position anymore. That means I'm gonna have to change this to make sure. That these are lined up again. Oh, I need to be careful here. Need to keep this one grid. I mean, I can merge it, but I prefer not to. So I need to replace this one with a straight pipe. So I'm gonna have to put a connector here so that I can... I should have enough with that, no? 4. So I can change you with a straight pipe. And that way I keep this the same grid so I don't lose my... So they don't become separate grids. There. Now I can grind all this away. The automated drilling rig, yeah, that's another big one that I made. But at least that's one of my own device.
Inventory full.
Not the crazy constructions of Akine. So, pipe is set up. How are you guys printing everything in this game? Can you explain briefly? So, printing is done by using welders, as you can see here. These are welder blocks. And what you see here, this is a projection. A projection is something as a blueprint. Let me just power up my suit again. And I need to change the bottles as well. So whatever you build in this game, you can make a blueprint out fonts. Once you made a blueprint of that, you can then put it in a projector, project that build that you made, and then you can weld up that projection. By using the welder block, I can do it much quicker by just like printing my projection by using the welders to pass over them. So this whole projection that you see here, which was completely projected there as well, this is a build that is done by Akine. And Akine...
Low health.
Yeah. Made the blueprint of it, and then put it in a projector. And now I'm printing this out by using this device I made here that just is driving back and forth over this while welding. But, of course, this has to be connected to my conveyor system. So it can take the resources I made to be able to build this. If that makes any sense, what I'm telling you now. The only thing I need to do here is I need to connect you to this pipe. Yes, I can blueprint whatever. I can, for example, I can say I blueprint this here. There we go. I blueprinted this right now. I can rename it and call it Gridzilla 2 because I already have it. There we go. And now if I look at my blueprint, I just blueprinted the Gridzilla here. The keybinds are Control B. So, just that you know, I think I actually blueprinted everything because it was connected. I think it's Control Shift B to blueprints without connections. I forgot now, Matt. Because if I... Yeah, I cannot show it. I cannot show it because I don't have a projector available now. We were trying to connect this up, though. So I'm gonna have to put a few metal blocks around here so I can keep the same grid again. You are already on that grid, so I can actually disconnect you here. That would actually be easier. If I just put a conveyor here, that might actually be simpler. Or a conveyor junction. There we go. Alright, so now this is lined up. This is lined up. This is lined up. So we should be able to weld again now. I just learned about the game a month ago. Yeah, blueprinting is fun because it allows you also to kind of protect your builds. You know, if you go in a battle or something, you want to have that ship easily reprinted later. You blueprint it, save it, and then you reprint it. If I go back, I show you what I normally do to reprint my ships. This is one of my printers I made for that. There are better or different models for it for sure. Alright, I need to change your speed to this. I need to connect you. Actually, I need to turn you on first. Then switch lock, switch lock, switch lock. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna do one piston again, just to see if it works. See if we can print up our next blocks. I don't know if I can actually print up this here. What?
Your health is low.
What do you mean you cannot withdraw steel plates, you mother? Give me a second. Power off. Something's broken. Okay. That should be enough to weld up these blocks now. Alright. Now we can continue. I think it might actually not be able to weld because the blocks are gonna be not deep enough. For example, the build vision, yeah, I think they definitely want to add this to the game in like vanilla, no? Build vision. Okay, I'm gonna turn you on as well now. Let's go. Heavy armor. Okay, heavy armor. Unbelievable.
Your health is low.
Aha. far are we, buddy? Ah, we're that far? Okay, give me a second. 4. I need a merge block and a connector. Alright, let's do the same here. Hopefully I don't need more, because honestly I don't want to go further than this. With this container now here. Alright. Let's start printing. Gonna have to do a lot of small touches myself, like the power cells and stuff, but that's okay. There's some small plates here. See how quickly our plates go. Metal grids, 24,000. Steel plates, 50,000. We should be good still. Maybe in the meantime recharge everything. I should put a med bay or survival kit on this, and I'm sure I said this last time as well. So we can
Health low.
heal. I think we might actually be good. Because this is gonna weld up another 5 blocks. Maybe we might be missing a little bit of here in the way back, but we'll see. Because I don't want to go further, because if I go with my merge block, well, maybe we might be able to do it, because it's right next to here and right next to here, so we wouldn't merge the container. So we might be okay. Hey Ducky, good to see you, how are you? By the way, is this normal? This doesn't seem to be the proper alignment center, maybe? Welcome to Akolin Spaceport. Welcome to Arkastash Spaceport. What? These are two different spaceports? I'm not sure what's the difference between this and the other one. Doing okay. Looking forward to back to school. It's holidays, no? School holiday. It's been a while since I was at school, Diana. I don't remember that all anymore. It's been a while since I went to school and I don't have any kids to take care of, so... Left an old name in there. That's an old name? Okay, so it should be this, no? ABAM. So I should just copy this in there and that should be fine now. He was so busy putting effing metal grids in everywhere that he forgot to change the name of the... Oh, this is gonna paint... This is gonna... just in time. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Give me a second. Let me just switch lock. There we go. Alright, let's print the rest. Looking forward to daughter back to school. When the holidays were like 2 weeks, I was actually pretty okay, you know, like my parents were okay with the 2 weeks holiday because they could manage us pretty well. The worst one were the 2 months. Like there was like the summer holidays were 2 months, and I was like, yeah, after like I think the 6th week we became a little bit crazy as kids. Stir crazy, you know? It was like time to get these kids back to school because
Low health.
me. Only have her, so it's not as hard. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem to weld this up. Well, no, it's not. We're gonna be able to manage this. Nice. We will manage this. Alright. Everything seems to be welded up. We're missing some lights and stuff, and some planters, but this is all minimal. Noise. Alright, so what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to turn off the welders again. Welders, I'm gonna turn you off. I'm gonna turn you off. There's a few of them that are not part of this. I'm gonna have to turn this off manually and then put them in a group again. If you remember, we had a little explosion. Welder array, and then we can put all these in the same group. Save. Yeah, okay. So now I should be able to rotate you back to the other side. Then what I'm thinking of doing here is actually putting pistons in here. Piston will be able to raise 10 meters, which is not enough to do the second layer there, but we should be able to adjust it. And then adjust it there. So if I now actually switch lock, and I put a piston in here. Let's turn these off before I burn myself.
Your health is low.
I think that might actually raise in the perfect spot. Because that's 1, 2, 3, no? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can go a little bit lower. But before we do that, let's replace these and put some more blocks in there. Hey, Scotius, welcome. 4. I'm gonna have to turn you off before you go insane on me. Alright. That should be perfect. Alright. Is this a game you have played before? Yes, this been I've been doing quite some streams and videos about this game. Definitely doing different scenarios than just vanilla, but I think that is what this makes this game so unique as well. Is the different ways where this game can be played on. Right, so now I can drop you slightly, just a little bit, just until you merge, and we're good. I'll place the connector once it's on its way. Don't need to bother about it now.
Your health is low.
I am where? Hello. Hello. So with that set up, we should be able, look at that, see? This is going to be perfect. We're going to be able to weld this up. As long you do not weld any blocks here. I'm gonna have to be careful here. We'll have to keep an eye on that whenever we merge. Yeah. Alright, let's try the welders on again. And I would like to build that connector as quickly as possible there. You're not gonna weld up because... Oh, you mother... Boo! Boo! Damn it! Gonna have to weld this up manually. All these effing metal grids. Yeah, all metal grids. Metal grids all over. I mean, this is like Oprah building a spaceport. You get metal grids, and you get metal grids, and you get metal grids. Everybody gets metal grids. Well, I guess that's the end of this effing piston thing, whatever. Even broke like 50% of my all my hard work. Yeah, I'm so done with this now. Oh my god.
Low health. Energy low. Fuel low.
Yeah, I know fuel is low.
Fuel critical.
Guys.
Fuel
It just
critical.
cannot just work, no. It just cannot do this. Like, this is not enough stress and struggle already. It has to explode, the piece of... Hey, Silent, welcome. Seriously. Wait, what? What? How? How did this all explode here? How? Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Look at this. All this is gone.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Alright, I'm gonna have to grind down some of the things that collapsed and broke down.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
$6.7k scrap metal. I guess I should build a refinery here.
Your health is low.
Oh, shit up. So happy. Was so happy with everything moving forward, you know? But no. Things just have to explode. I have to say, for Metal Grid This is pretty shit. Just completely disintegrated. Nothing left. Bye. Goodbye. I'm done. Ciao. Imagine what... Akine, I'll tell you another story. Imagine if there were no metal grids in there, how quickly this thing would have been welded up. Imagine that. Get out of here with your logic. um... Wait, there's nothing here anymore. No, because there's nothing hanging on. The only thing we have left is my rotor. I have no idea where the rest is. Can I see if I go to Alt F10? Is there any floating welder somewhere? Entity lists. Let's just remove all this to start with. No, I think we kind of lost... Oh, this is a good spot here. There's something laying in the... Okay, we definitely... The welders are definitely gone. Huh, alright. I think it's time to rethink our strategy. The question is, on what did you suddenly clang? What was suddenly your problem? Does it make a difference? Because if I weld from the top, the problem is if I weld from the top, it also welds to right and then it blocks. So we need to weld like I'm welding. It has to draw the welders behind the blocks we are welding up. Yeah. Can you use decoys? Yes, you can, Anti. A good idea is actually building decoys with a welder below it. So, for example, I mean, let's say here, you build a welder like this. Then on the sides of the welder, you can use blocks, you can use plates, you can... Oh, shit. You can do this, for example. Another good technique is actually using blast doors, because they can handle more. If you do like this, your welder is always going to try to fix the decoy. so you don't have to bother of it. The best thing is actually also having a projector underneath, so that even if the decal is completely destroyed, the welder will re-weld it up. Alright. This is a lot of work gone. A lot of metal grids gone. Disappeared. Bye. Godverdamme meneer. You know what? Can I GPS gold and silver? This is further than I expected it would be. I don't know. Why did we need gold and silver again? I really forgot. The expanding piston suddenly jolted half a block within an instant. Which is... It was somehow... Something was... What you call it? Blocked or hooked up. I don't know. It was definitely not a merge block because we were expanding, not retracting. Are there any conveyor systems going up there? I don't think so, no.
Your health is low.
I didn't see any conveyors going up in that bay. With the large-scale ship I designed, then I realized I can project Battlestar Galactica. I always kind of stayed away from that, using other people's ships. It completely destroyed my immersion for myself. It is a good thing to drop them in like creative and look at them and learn from them, but I never was a real... I don't know, it's always felt like completely putting a dampener on my enjoyment, using other people's ships, just like printing them and flying them. .7 kilometers that drill now. It will be more, but 6.2. There's still 1.5 kilometers to go. Yeah, guess we're gonna have to think about how much hydrogen do we have here. That's 4 million. How much do you have? 29.9. Okay, so you guys have 8 million of hydrogen. 1.2 kilometers until I reach the base that is built by Bob. And then I can actually create a gas drill or an ice drill. But this is gonna take a long time for what I was hoping to do now. How much? I would like to try something. How much metal grids can fit in a small container? Another small container, this one. David, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for subscribing. Might be like 960 or so. No, 1,000? 1,200? Okay, we're full. 1,041 metal grids. Okay, now, if I build a cockpit... Also, is Mars really that far away? Oh, yes. Rioter, this is not... This is not like No Man's Sky. You will need a jump drive to go to Mars, otherwise it's gonna be a long flight. Okay, so the cockpit is... What is the weight of a cockpit? 1958. 1958. Okay. Am I... Did I... There too. Can I randomly input coordinates? Normally you can just jump in the direction you're jumping by activating the jump drive. 8, 7, 5, 2. And 752 minus 8752 minus 1958, so 6,800 kilograms. So this weighs 6.8 kilograms, tons. And now check the Space Engineers Thruster calculator. Large grip ship, the weight is 6,800. Gravity is 1, thrust efficiency is 100. One large hydrogen thruster. If I bring this up to 7,300. How much can we carry with that? Are you sure this is correct? I don't think this is actually measuring correctly. One hydrogen thruster can lift 100,000 kilograms. Really? So this can lift 100,000 kilograms? I don't believe so. One 1.5 million kilograms needs 14 hydrogen thrusters. So okay, so at what point does this lower? $500, $200, $100. So I can lift, according to this calculator, 110,000. This can lift 110,000 weight. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I need 10 hydrogen thrusters to lift 1,000,000. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out if I could make a welder ship with these cargo containers. Because that means I can almost build 6,800. I can build 14 of these containers and still do this with one thruster, according to the game. According to the calculator. Guess we're gonna have to test this. I'm feeling very doubtful about this. Yeah, I don't know. I think these thruster calculators are broken. Um, are you a static grid? On the last night was pretty cool. Finding a collection of that is not a bad find, man. You know, I should have... Ah, space. Remember space? No gravity, no storms, no hovercraft. Yeah, I think space is gonna be fun. And it's gonna be also less problematic to get anything lifted up there. Maybe it was not a bad idea after all, Akine. Welding the whole thing up in space, then drop it into the with parachutes. uh. These things are gonna eat through my hydrogen now. I just want to test if I can actually do this with that weight. I should have probably just jumped into creative to test this. Should we jump into creative to test this? I think it might be better, so I don't need to bother about the hydrogen as well. Let's do that, because I don't want to save. Yes. Creative. Where did we put our tanks? Tank, 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 tank. Do I have tanks in my toolbar? I have a refinery. What's this? 3. That's an... Oh, there we go. Oxygen tank. Hydrogen tank. Can I put some hydrogen thrusters underneath here? I'm gonna have to lift this. What's the weight of this thing now? This is now weighing 28,000. Metal grids. 1040. No, let's do 1000 and spawn into container. Do the same here. This thing is now weighing 50,000. Wee, this is very, very cheapy. This is 50,000. With 2 thrusters. Still goes up pretty smooth. Let's take another thruster out. Let me just save. That's 1 thruster. Definitely working way harder now. Still works. 1 thruster is currently lifting 50,000. I think these were missile shots. If I'm not correct. If I don't mistake myself. I'm gonna put 2 of these on top. Let's see if I can bring it to 100,000. $66,000. There's my containers. So. How far are we now? 55. So we have 45,000 left. Divided by. So. $6,800. Shift F10. 6,800. Metal grid. Spawn into target container. This is now weighing 96. Alright. Can we lift this with one thruster? Oh, we can. It doesn't show me how much it's using though. I might need build info for that. So this single thruster can lift 100,000 kilograms. Which in total is quite some metal grids, to be honest. What do you mean you cannot transfer over? Ah, because there's no power, so yeah. Let's say this is 9,000. Let's put another 1,000 in there. Metal grid, spawn into targeted container. This thing should now weigh more than 100,000, yes. It's still lifting that. So 102,000 I can lift with one thruster. That's 9,800 divided by 50. That means I can do 196 blocks to build with. Alright, so we should be managing this really easily if I put 2 thrusters on. I think. We should be able to manage this to weld. Okay. All right. Well. The only thing we need to figure out is how much is this going to eat through my hydrogen. This should be able to lift us as well. I don't know how much power this sucks. But you should be able to lift 100,000 kilograms with one atmospheric thruster as well. But you see the size of this? So one of this or 5 of these. That's too big for the welder ship, that's the problem. I don't know. I don't know. There is no easy way to weld this thing up. Because the size of the ship to be able to weld is going to be so large. It's going to be too big to weld inside the small places.
Inventory full.
Especially after that explosion, there's going to be a lot of weird little nooks and crannies to
Inventory full.
So in theory, I can lift this whole thing up with 2 hydrogen thrusters. This whole thing can be lifted with 2 hydrogen thrusters. And if I do 1 million large, with 10 I should have enough to lift this whole thing up when it's fully loaded. Almost need to replace one of those containers with a hydrogen tank. I don't know, man. That explosion definitely put a dent in my motivation for that welding. $6.25. I should restock my hydrogen bottles. Why did you take iron in here special? I'm glad I had to name you. Come on, Izzy. Wake up. There we go. Now it's empty. That's better. What is this weather? What's that? There's something glowing there. It's probably a voxel bug or something. What is this connector? Also has stuff. I'll drop it off at the Bob's. Another reason to be in space. Weather. So we need to be, well, we could stop here. If we change this to like a pipe, we can make a pipe to the ice. The drill is now 1 kilometer away from this place. It's still 700 meters away from the edge to the lower terrain. And I have a feeling it's gonna shoot by, as you can see here. It's gonna shoot by this base. So we're gonna have to probably drill somewhere here, bring up a connector, and then link up this base to our base so it can start welding the stuff up. Look, I still got Bob in here. although this player is now single player, weirdly enough, it remembers a player in here. A working terraforming tool, yeah. Well, you could probably do something like that, no? You could like have a mod that does terraforming that changes the weather depending on what you install. Because I know you can change the weather with mods, so you should be able to adjust the weather by doing something, and then the mod adjusts the weather effects. There's something weird about the light on this planet, though. If you fly high enough, the light changes. When you go closer to terrain, the light dims. It's like it's daylight when you fly high enough. Alright, let's get some ice. Because this is gonna take forever to get ice, so let's do that first. I think we're gonna call it after the ice, though. I am not feeling any motivation to weld up that platform now. With how atmosphere renders at certain heights. I cannot remember I got this on like a vanilla planet though. It's Clyde, Rex. It's Clyde. This is my mining drill, which we actually started building in the Rules of Acquisition. This one has definitely not a good track record of crashing, because we several times crashed this one already. Okay, 170,000. We still can lift this. It just charges to the connector, yeah. There's no reactor on it. The reactor is nice once you get uranium, but for the otherwise. I was actually thinking while I was driving up here with it, I was like, if I would just put drills in the ground and just scrape the ice, it might be easier. But yeah, we were already halfway. I was like, why can I not move? Because that little doom voxel there. You see that? Your little... Alright. That's gonna be enough for now. Hey, welcome back, Doom Robots. Alright, now you can suck all out the ice and start making more hydrogen. There we go. Yeah, I think that's gonna be for next time then, guys. I'm gonna have to collect all my motivation and fix that spaceport. Man, we were almost done. Oh, fucking hell. So that's such a disappointment. One more kilometers, I would say. 1 kilometer, we are almost at the base, so that's good. So yeah, I'm gonna drop myself off in my cryos chamber. we go. Oh, all right. I'm gonna call it here. We will be back, of course, tomorrow for another Space Engineers playthrough, which is gonna be Scrapyard. It's gonna be a little bit less frustrating, I hope. And I did do some recording tomorrow as well for the 5th episode. Yep, 5th episode of Proxima Beyond. So that's gonna be another busy day tomorrow for me. Thank you so much all for joining. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you for the 36 likes. I appreciate it as well. And I will see you again tomorrow. I'm gonna check if anybody is streaming. Normally it's a bit of a weird time to raids, especially on YouTube. So let's see if I can find somebody. No, I don't have anybody. All right. That's gonna be it. Thank you so much all for joining. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye bye for now.
Beeblebum. Beeblebum. Beeblebum.